Hey guys, as you may know, I've been a real estate agent for a while now, and I've been noticing something going on. The market is trying to scare my buyers and sellers into thinking that the market is going to crash and now is not the right time to buy or sell. I've even seen some headlines saying that you should wait until spring to buy. The list can go on and on. And I wanted to give you some brief facts and just clear up some of the headlines that I know you're going to see in the second half of 2021. So the first issue that's certainly going to come up is the home equity cashed out. So let's break this down. In the first quarter of this year, $41 billion was processed as cashed out refinance. Looking at red bars in this graph starting in 2005, $320 billion was cashed out refinanced. This was when people was cashing out and going on crazy vacations, buying jet skis and thinking about how easy it was to make money with housing back then. They were in the mindset that they need to spend their money now. If you were to extrapolate the $41 billion that was cashed out the first quarter of this year and multiply that by 4 quarters, we'd be looking at $164 billion cashed out. Bottom line is to expect to see a headline saying that the cashed out refinance is the highest it's been in the last 10 years. But if you actually break down this data, we are nowhere near where we were back then. Now, next up is affordability, and this will most certainly be talked about. This graph is the Housing Affordability Index from NAR, or the National Association of Realtors. And what stands out here are those orange bars. Those are the years when distressed properties dominated the housing market during the housing crisis. And to break this down, the higher the bar, the more affordable the home is. If you're sitting here thinking that homes are not as affordable as they used to be, I want you to ask yourself a question. Compared to when? That's really important. A couple of years ago, sure, homes are definitely more affordable. But let's look at the affordability of homes before the housing crash. Homes right now are much more affordable, but the media is going to pour gas in every single one of these issues and relate it back to a potential housing crisis. I don't want you to be fooled by that. So Harvard just came out with the 2021 State of the Nation's Housing and said that these outsized increases have raised concerns that a home price bubble is emerging. However, conditions today are quite different than in the early 2000s, particularly in terms of credit availability. The current climb in house prices instead reflects strong demand amid tight supplies, helped along by record low interest rates. So the bottom line is this isn't a bubble. It's a supply and demand imbalance. And that's really what we're facing right now. Stay ahead of the news. You're going to see these headlines, and I want you to think back to everything I just told you so that you can make the best decision because you're educated, not misinformed. Or else, I wouldn't really be doing my job. If you watched until now, make sure to give this video a like so that it reaches more people. This really helps me out tremendously. Don't forget to subscribe as well to stay up to date with what's going on with housing. One of the best ways to contact me is through my Instagram or Facebook. And DM me. Let's get a conversation going on how to reach your housing goals. Thank you.